Alrighty then. What's up, guys? It's Overrated Gamer here, and we'll go back with another live stream for you guys. So, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Of course, daily content all the time. So, we're back with Walker Dead's. Come on, you son of a bitch. Oh my god, just feeding charge. I hate my devices, I really do. I think they must be. Give me 1 second. As I'm trying to get it to charge here so then I don't die. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Oh, thank you. Alright. That. So yeah, welcome. Not, of course, able to share this around, unfortunately. You might be wondering why. Well, before that, I'll get into it with you guys. So, smash the like button if you guys do enjoy. Smash the subscribe button if you guys are new on the channel. Greatly appreciate it as always. Hit the bell so you guys will always be notified and up to date when I do go live on the channel, of course. All that good stuff. Smash the like, subscribe if you guys are new, hit the bell. Follow me on my social medias, Twitter and Instagram. The links will be in the description below, so you guys will be updated on my social media. Polls, updated, all that good stuff on both channels, of course. And, of course, join my Discord as well, so you guys be more part of the community also. And follow me on Twitch so you guys will not miss when I do live streams on my Twitch channel. Of course, I do at least weekly streams, 3 streams at least, for the channel for you guys and all that good stuff. So, yeah, so all that good stuff for surely. And of course, oh yes, I did say follow me on Twitch, yes, so you guys will be notified when I do weekly streams. And then of course follow me, or, sorry, just trying to see if there's any more viewers. Okay. Donate if you guys would like to help support the channel. That would be greatly appreciated, of course. Every penny would help to make the channel better. More games, more content, and so much more. So, would appreciate it very much. Of course, you don't have to. So, yeah. So, we're doing another one as we usually do. Walker Dead's Walking Dead Reboot series on the channel, of course, as we do every Friday. So that is awesome. Unfortunately, I'm not able to share it out, so I would definitely appreciate it if you guys could do so. For surely. For surely. That would be awesome. Can I actually save, like... Oh, yeah, I'm not surprised. That's probably me, though. Well, it did say. Yeah. So I appreciate if you guys do share around, of course. Kind of started this a little bit on the late side. I do apologize. I'll also be premiering my update video as well. Probably tomorrow morning, actually. So do stay tuned for that if you guys are want to be updated for that and such. As I'm gonna fix that before I do fall asleep, of course. But yeah, got to do this live stream, of course, for you guys. For the Walker Dead's reboot series, of course. So yeah, you guys know how it is. So let's see here. So yeah, everything looks like it is live and good, so that's good. I would share it, of course, but I can't do that. So if you guys are curious why, well, excuse me. Actually, hold on. Alrighty then, reconnecting, all that good stuff. I'm actually getting the hang of this app, actually. I'm not gonna lie with you. If you're curious. Alright. So, I'm actually liking this app more because it's actually helping me in a lot of ways. So that is actually a good thing. So I was able to actually share it around. Okay, we Gucci. So yeah, you guys might be very curious on what's up, and such like that. Well, Mr. iPad is dead. You know, well, I mean, it's still alive to an extent, but this is the screen that it now has. So you can forget about yeah, and of course it shut off on me. The battery, you know, died again. That's why it's you know, I'm actually surprised it's still on, but you're gonna see it kind of flicker off here in a second, maybe. Maybe. Should. Indicating that it needs to be charged. Now, you know, but obviously there's no point in charging it. Oh, there it goes. Yep, see. So. Oh, maybe it does. Maybe it does have some more juice in it. Okay. So, yeah, so as you guys can see, it's just, it's screwed. So, yeah, can't use it. So that's a rip in the chat. Of course, I'll show this. I don't even care about it at this point now because it's useless, so it's whatever. You guys are probably like, well, you probably beat the shit out of it. Actually, I didn't, actually. It just kept sputtering out. Even when I wasn't using it, it was sputtering the shit out. And I'm like, what the fuck? So, like, I tried to get it to work, and try to be able to go into YouTube, and shit like that, to be able to use it for the necessary stuff, that I wanted to use it for, well, it wouldn't even stay in the app for more than 2 seconds, or if it did stay in the app, well, let's just say this, it just kept sputtering and clicking random things that I didn't want it to go to. So, I try to get it responsive, and then eventually the screen, or just the touch part of it and shit like that, and then the screen just freaked out too much. I did try to bang on it a few times to try to, I don't know, try to maybe get it to prevent, because from previous times of using it, because it would sputter out and stuff like that, I'd bang on it a couple times, and then it would actually stop, and then I would just take it very slow and very smooth, and not for, gentle and such like that, using it, and it would be fine. But so I did those couple bangs to try to get it to do the same thing, and the screen just said it was done with it. So obviously I'm sure those bangs that I did in the chat last stream didn't help, but you know what, at this point I don't even give a shit. I don't. It was worthless when it started doing that. When it started doing that, and I couldn't even control it, because obviously previous times I could actually control it. So when I realized I couldn't control it, and it just did that, then yeah. So now it's a piece of shit. And it was a piece of shit, to be honest with you, when it got to that point anyway, so I really didn't give a fuck if I had beaten it more. Not saying that, that me, trying to solve it was the best move, but whatever. I need a new iPad. That's plain and simple. And there's no question to that. So I can't even use it now, but whatever. It's a piece of shit, like I stated. So so it's unfortunate. That makes it a little bit harder to either read the chat or see how everything's going. It could make it a little bit more challenging, and with Incredible Batman Justice as well, that's going to make it a little bit more interesting as well for you guys. I did figure out, though, that as I am getting used to this app a little bit more, now I'm actually figuring out that it's actually helpful, and I thought I couldn't share it anymore, because I'd, interrupt the stream or whatever like that, or whatever the situation is. Hitting keep my stream, and then going to the thing, and then, it's still there, I can share it to my Twitter, and I could share it to my Discord and shit like that, and then come back and then resume the stream, which I actually found to be very well. So that's actually good. So to be honest with you, that feature there, whatever, or that is a feature, I don't know, is actually very handy. So it saved me in that note, because I'm able to still share my streams around as I want to. So yeah, so I think that's pretty cool. And maybe I can just keep doing that every time the chat freezes up, and so maybe I might be fine on that part. So yay. So maybe I did figure out the loophole to make it work like it should, which is cool. So I'm pretty excited about that. So that is Gucci. I don't need to use this piece of shit anymore anyway. The problem, however, is, though, I was going to use the iPad, and such like that, as we kept doing for the chat, or for the Walking Dead Thursdays, to be able to, I probably wasn't going to use it anyway for the, for the podcast anyway, because like I said, it was freaking out just so damn much. I just said the chances are very slim to get it to work again. Or not, at least not freak out like it was before, where I could actually at least go into the apps and such that carefully and do it that way. Yeah, so that kind of, like I stated, that kind of ruined that part. But like I said, I'm shooting to get a new iPad. That is plain and simple. I'm going to shoot for that. That is my goal right now. To get that new iPad, iPad Pro first generation, save $50 or whatever like that, and then I'll be fine. I'll be Gucci. We'll have a nice brand new device, working like a champ, and we'll be set for a long ass time. So that is my goal. I'm going to shoot for that, and when I get that, we should definitely be able to do the podcast fine with no issues, and such like that. Now, you're probably curious about the Walking Dead Thursdays, how I'm going to be able to stream that, knowing that the podcast situation I can't stream with Incredible Batman Justice like that. So what I have a couple suggestions in mind. Of course, if my mom is okay using her phone to just call Incredible Batman, because usually I do them at nighttime, so maybe she'll be whatever, or push the Thursday streams later at night, and then using my mom's phone, because she's not going to know that I'm going to use it anyway, because she's going to be asleep. But like I said, I would just call him anyway, so it's not like I'm going to be doing anything that's going to hurt her phone in any way or situation. But I would just call him up, and I would just do the talk down here for the hour and a half and such like that. And maybe even have the speaker too if I need it, and do it that way. Or I can do the computer way, of course. Or I could try the computer way. I'm gonna have to try it first, make sure everything works, make sure I can call him and such like that, on the computer. We have a Zoom thing on the computer and such like that, so I can use that way for now until I get the new iPad that I'm planning to get, and shooting to get. So, I mean, it could work for now and such. So I'll keep you guys posted up to date on that. But I'm definitely going to try some things first before the next Thursday comes up, so then we're ready for it. But like I said, in any worst case scenario, we'll just do it later at night. And then I'll have my mom's phone or whatever, and use that in the time being, and we'll just push it later at night. And like I said, I'll just delete the number or whatever like that. So then everything will be good. So on that part, and then I'll put her phone back, of course, on the charger and everything like that. Delete the number link. Nothing happened, and pretty much nothing did happen because, like I said, I'm not doing anything damaging to her phone. So neither would I do that anyway. So, but yeah. So either way, we'll figure it out for you guys. But anyways, this is Walking Dead's Walking Dead Reboot series. I kind of changed the number, and it looks like it's going to be fitting well. So I'm going to probably just stick with that one instead. But this is Season 1, Episode 4. So yeah. And his stream, or his video right now, real quick, for you guys. And I'll get it going for you guys, for certain. So, like I said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, Walker Dead's channel link is going to be in the description, as well as his episode 4 video. So both of those links will be in the description. You guys can subscribe to him, show him some love, show him some support. Of course, would be awesome. Would appreciate it very much. I know he would definitely. But that'd be cool. So, yeah. So, I mean, it was for the best that iPad died. Whatever. This just proves me more to um, let me see here. I gotta go down quite a bit here, a little bit. I'm also having the phone charging as well, so I'm gonna try to move it too much. I'm gonna move it in a spot, and oh shit. Alright, I'm coming up to it really soon here. Damn, I thought I'd run into it sooner. So hope you guys are enjoying. Give me a second. I'm trying to actually find it right now. 14 hours. I mean, he uploaded the video last night, so not this night, but last night, Thursday night. So now I gotta find it. One day ago. Ooh, I should be able to run into it now. Where are you? Oh my god. What the fuck? Shit should pop up. I don't know why. I should just go right to his channel. Clearly I thought I'd run into it by now. God damn, man. But I guess not. Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay, forget that. I'm gonna... Alright, my bad. My bad, it's taking a little bit longer than I anticipated. But you guys can skip through this, of course. So no worries. I just gotta get to the W's. I'm subscribed to too many damn people. Oh, shit. So yeah, definitely do check out Walker Dead. It's going to be fun and interesting to see how it is and how everything goes. Oh my god, fuck you. Fucking YouTube being retarded ass. Sorry about YouTube being stupid. Saying, oh, YouTube didn't be able. Fuck you, bitch. Oh, you suck ass. Shut the fuck up and work. There we go. Oh my god, you gotta be such a cunt. Seriously, man, I don't get this fucking shit. Just fucking work. Quit being a bitch. Killing me. YouTube, get your shit together, man. Come on. Jesus Christ. Alright. Well, now you guys can hear that. Technically, I did click on the video. So maybe it might pull up in my history here so then you guys could see it'd be freaking way easier that way. Jesus. I did click on the video to like it, I think. From my memorization, I'm pretty sure I did. So let's see. I don't know if it registered it, but it should. It could have not. I don't know. Oh my god, just fucking. Alright. I'll put you the timestamp to when I'm going to find it, because clearly it's being a pain in the ass. So, YouTube's just being retarded. And, you know. Once I find it, we'll rock and roll. Or when I get to his channel, at least. So hope you guys are having a good one for surely. I'll be starting Outlast on my Twitch channel probably during the day, during the afternoon. Not exactly sure what time. I'll definitely keep you guys posted. And then right after that, I'll be doing like a 6 to 7 hour GTA live stream for you guys. Sunday. Oh my god! Fuck you! What the fuck, bitch? YouTube, you're fucking retarded ass bitches. I don't understand. What the fuck? Just fucking work. God damn, man. Holy shit. I really want to kick their fucking ass right now. You don't even know. Quit. Oh my god. Oh, my frustration with this app. Holy fuck, man. This app is just ridiculous. Come on. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Quit telling me that you're fucking not working. Fucking work. For God's sakes. Jesus Christ. Fucking, I'm just searching up his channel. I don't give a fuck. Alright. See, it pops up right away. See, so bullshit, it ain't working. Working my ass. Grief. So next time I'll just do that. Then this is gonna be a bunch of shit. My bad, fucking device. Alright, there we go. So this is what the title looks like. Season 1, Episode 4, Tell to the Frogs. So that is the episode. I'm surprised it only got 2 views. Wow. Nobody must have got their notifications on. Look at how many views episode 3 got. 47. So not damn bad, not bad, not bad. So I'm going to put the phone right next to it so then you guys can hear it pretty well. Yeah, we'll get rocking and rolling here. So give me a second. Because obviously, like I stated, this is all about hearing it, not it. So... I'll definitely know if it's not charging, if the battery tells me it's at 10%. But I'm not going to move it because it does need a charge. But now you guys know what the title looks like. Yeah, so we'll click into it. So let's get it. Intro. 21 views, by the way.
Yo, what's going on everybody? Walker Dead here, back at it again with another video. This episode is the season 1 episode 4 of my Walker Dead reboot series. This is season 1 episode 4 titled Tell That to the Frogs. Thank you all very much for your love and support. I really do appreciate it. And let's get into the video now, shall we? So the episode begins with a little part of a flashback. Remember when T-Dog was screaming, "I'm sorry" to Merle Dixon in the last episode? Turns out there's a part where he grabbed some chains and a lock. Well, he grabbed the chain, tied it up to the door really good so the walkers won't get him, and he grabbed the lock and he tightened it with the door and with the chains. So the walkers won't get Merle, like they did in the Walker Dead TV series, like when T-Dog locked the door so that the walkers won't get Merle. That's exactly what he's doing in this episode. And this, but that, like, the opening shot is Merle. Like, we see Merle again in this episode, and he is going crazy, basically. He is, like, talking to himself, saying, "No, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm gonna grab a bottle of your little badass. I'm gonna shove the liquid down your throat. Down your throat. I don't care what you do. I'm gonna grab that. Shove it up your gritty white ass." That's what Merle says. And the next shot is Merle looking up in the sky, realizing that, he's still handcuffed to the roof, and he is trying to get out, like he's trying to get loose so he can leave the building. But unfortunately it doesn't work out because he's still attached to the roof, obviously. So he kicks the pipe, and unfortunately that doesn't work, and he hears walkers coming up the stairs, and they're banging, and I mean banging on that door, trying to get through. And Merle starts freaking out a little bit, and he starts saying, "Oh God, God, please help me. Oh God, please help me. I know I'm being punished. Oh, help me, please. Please. Oh, how I deserve it. I deserve it. And then he hits his head on the floor that's on the roof. He hits his head multiple times on the floor. He's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, he goes full circle and he gets really pissed off, obviously. And he's like, I ain't gonna beg you now. I ain't gonna beg you now. Don't you worry. I'm begging you. I ain't gonna beg you now. I ain't gonna beg you now. Don't you worry about me now. I ain't begging you." He grabs his belt buckle, and he's like he takes it off, obviously, and he's like trying to grab the saw so he can cut his hand off. And he's still trying to do it, and it's a very funny scene. Like, he's not playing around. Like, he's like, I ain't gonna beg. I'm not gonna beg you now. I ain't gonna beg you now. And then he's still trying to get the chainsaw. Obviously, he's still trying to get that saw. And the next shot is where the zombies are really trying to get through that door. And Merle's screaming, "Yeah, come on!" And then the open credits begin, and then the next shot is back at the Atlanta camp, but it's at nighttime, obviously. And Rick asks the group, "What did you all do before all this?" And And Glenn says, I was a pizza delivery guy before all this. I was like a regular pizza dude, just delivering pizzas for Atlanta. And Morales says, I was an employee at Walmart, and then I see all these dead corpses walking around. My wife and my 2 kids were at home at the time, but my wife was a housewife, same as Alan's wife, Donna. And Alan says, I was a shoe salesperson. I was working at a shoe store at the mall before this crap went down. And meanwhile, my wife was at home with the kids, my 2 sons, Billy and Ben. They were just at home when all this crazy stuff was going down. John and Rick says, "What about you, John? What were you doing before all this?" And John's like, "Not tonight, Richie. Not tonight. Leave me out." Brooke's like, "Okay, understood." And Dale says, I was in Atlanta looking for my cousin at the time, but when I got there, he turned, and I had no other choice but to put him down, unfortunately." Rook says, "I'm sorry," and Dale's like, "It's okay. It's fine." And Festa said that she was working at Starbucks before all this crapola went down. Like, she used to work at, like, before the crapola went down, she was working at Starbucks, and then the whole world went down from there. And then Jim was like, it was just me and my family, and then out of nowhere, these 2 walkers, and then it was just more of them. It was like a bloodbath. They found people in the streets, which is crazy. And Amy's like, I was a junior. Like, before all this crap went down, I was a junior in Kane University. Kane University of Atlanta, Georgia. I was a junior in that college before this crazy shit went down, and then it was just crazy. And then Andrea says I was that she was like a regular person, basically. Like, she was just walking down the street, and then out of nowhere she saw these people, like these zombie-like creatures eating other people, and it was just really crazy. Thank God. She also says, thank God I found Amy when I did, because if not, things would have been crazy. Like, things would have been really, really crazy. And Rick's like, oh. And they also tell us working the group that they're gonna have their hands full when Daryl comes back on their hunt. And Fetz is like, Jesus Christ. And Amy's like, we could lie, and Andrew's like, we could tell the truth. And then she tells the group that Merle was out of control, that Rick, that she tells Lori that your husband Rick did what was necessary. Merle was out of control, and he sooner or later he could have got one of us killed. And she also tells the group that if it's anyone's fault that Merle got left behind, it's nobody's fault but him. And Dale's like, that's what we tell Daryl. And Glenn's like, no due respect, but it sounds better coming from a white dude. And T-Dog's like, same. And Rick's like, we'll think of something, don't worry. We'll think of something in the morning. Just for now, we should just sleep on it. To be honest, before all this, I was a sheriff's deputy. At King County's police department. To be honest, I thought my life was ripped away from me. Like, someone grabbed my soul and put it in another alternate reality. I thought I was in a dream where I wasn't able to see my family again. like I was in a dream. I was never able to wake up from. And Carl tells his dad, Rick, that mom thought you died, and Rick tells his son that she had every reason to believe that. Don't you think for a second she didn't? And Lori says, yeah. And then the next shot is nighttime, obviously nighttime, like later at night, and everyone is sleeping, and Carl's sleeping, of course, and Lori's still up, and Rick sees Lori, and he kisses her, saying, "I missed you so much," and Lori says, "I miss you too," and she also says, I thought I would never see you again," and Rick says, "Everything's gonna be okay, I'm here now," and Rick also notices that Lori's wearing the heart necklace that Lori gave Rick for his birthday from last episode, obviously. And he notices the necklace on Lori's neck, and he asks Lori. Lori asks Rick that do you want this necklace back? And Rick says, of course I do. Lori takes it off her neck and gives it back to Rick, and they start kissing, and they start having a really good night together, knowing that they're back together and that Rick is alive and safe, etc., and you already know the rest. The next shot is morning, and Rick wakes up from the tent, and he says good morning to Jim and to the rest of the Atlanta camp survivors, and he meets Carol for the first time, and Carol tells Rick that I washed your clothes when you were sleeping, and Rick says, "That's very kind of you. Thank you so much." And Carol says, "No problem." And then the next shot is Rick going to John's tent and actually talking to him a little bit, like, "Hey, are you okay?" And John's like, "Yeah." And he's like shaking up a little bit, and Rick asks John, like, "Are you sure you're okay?" And John's like, "Bro, I thought you were dead, dog. I thought you died in the hospital room. Shane told me so. It's just, I don't know how I feel about him now. And I feel like he lied to me, bro, because first he told me you died in that hospital room, and then the next day you come out of that truck and seeing you there. I was like, in shock. Like, I didn't know what to say. I was happy but shocked at the same time. But to be honest, I don't know if I feel comfortable around Shane anymore, because I don't know. I feel like he lied to me, dog. And Rick says it's okay, and he asks Tom, do you know where your brother is? Like, how's your brother? And John says he didn't make it. My brother Jonathan didn't make it, unfortunately. And Rick says, "I'm sorry, he was a funny dude to be around, and he was a really good man." And John says, thanks, Richie, I appreciate it. And Rick says, you know what, John, how about you think about calling me Rick? And John says, I'll think about it. And they laugh and giggle, etc., etc. John is cleaning his shotgun that his dad gave him before he passed away of brain cancer, so that's a plus. And the next shot is Rick going to Lori, and Lori's like, "Good morning, officer." And he kisses Lori on the cheek. Carl's really happy to see his dad again, and Amy's looking at Andrew like, "What?" And Andrew's like, "Nothing." And Amy's like, "You think that officer guy's cute, don't you?" And Andrew's like, "Yeah, but he's married. Unfortunately, you got to respect. If someone's married, you got to respect that." And Andrew says, "Yeah." And they both get along, and they both dry their clothes, etc., because they're like a team, obviously. Even though I don't know if it was like that in TV show, but in this series, that's how it's gonna be. But you'll see later on what I'm planning to do. But You'll see. And then the next shot is Rick going to Glenn, and he knows that Dylan and Jim are taking that red and black Camaro apart, like taking out the tires, the pieces, the engine, everything that the car needs to be working. Like they're taking all that out for their van because their van is not really doing good with parts and gas, unfortunately. And Glenn tells Rick that sucks, and Glenn also tells Jim and Dale, like, go ahead, wipe it clean, etc., etc. And Rick says, okay, maybe we'll steal another one someday. And Glenn says, yeah. And the next shot is Carl and Sophia screaming. Actually, they're screaming, and Rick's like, Carl, and then Carol's like, Sophia, and they're like running through the woods for their children. Carl is like, mommy, and where's you okay? Are you bitten or scratching? And Carl says no, and Carol runs to his daughter and says, Sophia, are you okay? And Sophia says, yeah, I'm fine. Just we saw one of those creepy dead things out in the woods. And Rick, John, Shane, T-Dog, Dale, Jim, and Morales all go to see what the big fuss is about, and they notice a walker is devouring a deer, and then out of nowhere the group comes together and take this walker down. Dale grabs his hatchet and starts kicking the walker in the head, and starts kicking in the chest and in the legs. Like, they're all working together to take down this walker, obviously, because they're still new to this pre-apocalypse world, and they're both trying to kill the walker, obviously. So the next shot is Dale grabbing his hatchet, and you see this badass shot of Dale killing the walker, like cutting its head off and being like, yeah, like in the TV series. Like, I had this scene in this episode to show you guys how badass Dale can be in this series. And then the next shot is Amy and Andrew are like, what happened? And they're like, they're saying because they noticed that the deer has been completely devoured by the walker that Dale just killed. And then they're like, the walker shouldn't be in the camp, and like they shouldn't be in areas like this. And Jim's like, they probably ran out of food and ran out of things to eat. Probably that's why they're free roaming around the woods, like trying to find and eat whatever they can. And then the next shot, like you see the zombie coming out of the woods, and Morales is getting ready to kill the walker, and he has the baseball in his hand, and he's like getting ready to do some badass stuff with his baseball bat. Yeah. And John grabs his shotgun, and he's also ready to shoot that walker in the head pretty badassly. And the next shot is Daryl. Yes, that's right, Daryl finally gets introduced. Daryl grabs his crossbow and kills the walker in the head, and Daryl says, son of a bitch, that's my deer. And Jim and Shane and John are like, Jesus Christ, he scared the crap out of me. And Daryl starts, I've been spending multiple hours hunting down this deer, and it's gone now, all because of this deceased, disgusting, ugly bastard. And Daryl's like, calm down. And Daryl's like, what do you know about it, you crazy old man? Why don't you take your hat and go back to Puerto Rico or that near pond? And Daryl's like, whatever. And he's like, I can't eat the deer now because it's infected with the disgusting thing that walker bit it from. What's saliva from that walker's teeth or whatever. So he grabs his arrows out of the deer and leaves it obviously because he knows he can't eat it because he's just being cautious. Like, oh, this walker just devoured this deer, meaning its saliva could be in it, and the saliva and the blood could be contagious now. And Daryl also tells Rick and crew that if you want to kill a walker, you gotta aim for the head. Don't you people know what nothing? And he grabs his crossbow and he shoots the arrow into the walker's head, killing it. So that walker is dead. And Daryl's like, don't you people know nothing? Come on now. You got a short brain. And Rick's like, wait, what? Short brain? But John's like, yeah, you got a short brain. Because it's not going to keep coming back, unfortunately. Rick's like, okay. And Daryl also tells the crew that he brought squirrels for him, not only for him and Merle, for the group as well, but mostly for Merle, because he knows how Merle can get. And he's, in the next shot, he's back at the Atlanta camp. Daryl is screaming, Merle! Merle! Come out here! I got some squirrels! And then Andrew and the Vesta are like, Jesus Christ. And Shane's like, I'll handle it. He like calls Daryl's name, and he calls her his name. He's like, Daryl, come here a sec. I gotta talk to you. And Daryl's like, what? And Shane tells Daryl that it's about his brother, and that there's a small situation back in Atlanta. And Daryl's like, is he dead? And Shane's like, I'm not sure yet. And Daryl's like, either he is or he ain't. And Rick comes up and says, there's no easy way to say this, so I'm just going to say it. And Daryl's like, who are you? And Rick says, my name is Rick Grimes. And Daryl's like, Rick Grimes? You got something you want to say to me? And Rick's like, yeah, unfortunately. And he also tells Daryl that your brother was a threat to a group, so I had no other choice but to handcuff him to a roof. And Daryl's like, hold on, let me process this. So you're telling me you handcuffed my brother to a roof and you left him there? And Rick says, yeah. Daryl gets pissed off, grabs the squirrels he hunted, and throws it at Rick, and then Shane intervenes, and Shane intervenes, like, he falls on, like, Daryl falls on the floor, he grabs his knife, and tries to cut Rick's face, but Rick is able to grab the knife, throw Daryl straight hand on the floor, and Daryl's trying to get up, and he's trying to grab the knife, but Shane comes and chokes holds him so he won't get up, and that he won't grab the knife to kill Rick, basically. And Rick tells Daryl, I'd like to have a nice calm discussion about this situation. You think you can handle that? Do you think you can handle that? Daryl whispers yes. And Rick also tells Daryl that your brother does not work well or play well with others. And Daryl says, I know. I know what he's like. That's what he tells Rick. I know what he's like to have a brother. I know how he is. And T-Dog tells Daryl that it's not all Rick's fault. I had the key and I dropped it. And Daryl tells T-Dog, you couldn't pick it up. And T-Dog tells Daryl, I dropped it down the drain, unfortunately. Daryl's like, oh. And he's like, the hell with all of ya. Just tell me where he is, so go get him. And where's like, he'll show you. Isn't that right? And then Rick says yes. And Shane is like, I don't know about this. And the next shot is Rick gearing up, and Shane's like, think about this, Rick. Merle Dixon isn't worth one of our lives. Just tell me, Rick. I just want to understand why the F would you risk your life for a douchebag like Merle Dixon? And Rick makes a good point and tells Shane that we left him up there locked up like an animal. That's no way for anyone or anything to be left behind like that. And Lori's like, you went through hell to find us. You just got back, and now you want to just leave again. And Carl's like, and I don't want you to go. And Lori tells Rick that Shane's right. Merle Dixon, he isn't one of your lives. And that Lori's like, tell me, make me understand. And Rick tells Lori that I owed a debt to a boy, to a man and a boy that took me in to save my life. If it wasn't for them, I would never got back to you guys at all. Also, that I dropped the walkie, and if I don't warn them, that it could be an issue. That Lori says okay, and that please come back to me safe. And Rick says I will. And that Glenn, that he looks at Glenn, and Glenn's like, oh, come on. And I know you don't want to come, but I would feel a lot safer for you with me, and I know she would too. And that Glenn's like, okay, fine. And then Shane's like, just why? Why would you? He's a douchebag, Rick. And Daryl's like, hey, choose your words more carefully. And Shane's like, yeah, douchebag's what I meant. Daryl Dixon. And Rick tells Shane that it's the right thing to do. I think Shane's Daryl's brother, for crying out loud. Well, it was your brother. And Shane says, fair enough. And then Glenn says, alright, I'll come with you as long as you don't do anything crazy, dumbass. And Rick says, okay. And Shane's like, oh, now you'll risk like 2 men? Like 2 or 3 men now? And he's like, 3. And John's like, no, 4 or 5. And T-Dog says, well, no one else here is going to step up to save your brother's crazy ass. And John says, yo, T, I just did. And they both laugh and giggle, etc., etc. Daryl asks, why do you want to come? And that John tells Daryl that your brother's, trust me, Dixon, your brother's not the only one with military experience. On top of that, I like your brother. He's pretty cool. And he's funny at times, even though he could be a dipshit, but he's funny. Like, he's really funny at times. And going back for him is the right thing to do. And it'll be good for me to go out there and stretch my legs instead of being here all bored and, digging and hunting for walkers, etc., etc. And Daryl says fine. And that Shane tells Rick, just know you're putting a lot of us at risk. Just know that, Rick. Just know that. And Rick tells Shane, I already do. And then the next shot that he's placed like a couple minutes later, and that Shane tells Rick, I think it's stupid of what you're doing, Rick. I think it's stupid, reckless, and irresponsible. But if you're going, you gotta take a couple more bullets with you. And that Rick tells Shane, relax, I'm coming right back. It's not like I'm going anywhere. And that he also tells Shane that he dropped a bag of guns when he got swarmed by walkers when he ended up in that little tank. And then if I bring back, that equals more manpower and bullets for you and for the group to take. So when walkers do come, we can be ready and well equipped for them. And Shane says, okay. And that Daryl honks on the horn and says, hurry up, hurry up. And John's like, I'm coming, you stupid dick, I'm coming. Jesus Christ, I just need to get my gun, I just need to get my black jacket and my black shoes, and I'm out. Trust me, I'm out. Daryl cracks up a little bit. And T-Dog, John, Glenn, Rick, they all, and Daryl get in the truck, obviously, and they get ready to head out from Merle Dixon, and they're driving away, and Lori is waving goodbye to Rick, just in case something happens, and Rick waves up back at him, and the next shot is Lori going to the tent and asking Carl if he's okay. And Lori's like, I was just about to ask you that, are you okay? And Carl says, yeah. And he says, why is that? And Carl says, because my dad's tough as nails. He's a police officer, and I have faith that he will come back. For he's my dad, and I love him. And Carl tells Lori that if you're scared, don't be. That he will come back to us. He will come back to us, for he loves us both. And Lori smiles and says, that's why I love you, my son. And have a nice heartfelt moment. Meanwhile, back in Atlanta, the next shot is Rick and the crew pulling up back in Atlanta. Like, the shot takes place 2 hours later, and their truck pulls up at Atlanta. Like, the train yard of Atlanta, Georgia. Their truck pulls up there. Everyone gets out of the car, and Rick grabs his bolt cutters that he got from Dale, and he uses the bolt cutters to open the fence so that they can get in and out. And Rick asks Daryl, do we get your brother first or do we get the fence first? And Daryl's like, tomorrow. Well, I'm really having this conversation. Rick says no. Meanwhile, back in the Atlanta camp, Avesta, Amy, Jackie, Andrea, and Carol are at the river. Like, they're like drying their clothes, and they're actually having a good time, bonding and talking because girls being girls, obviously. And the next shot is Lori asking Dale, where's Carl? And Dale tells Lori that she took him down to the river, that there's really this bold talk about him and Carl catching frogs. And then Lori's looking up in the distance, like she sees Shane and Carl, and then the next shot is Shane trying to teach Carl how to catch frogs for the group, and Shane asks Carl, "Are you ready? Are you ready?" And Carl's like, "Yeah," and Shane's like, "Make that mean face. Make that mean face." I'm like, "Are you ready? Are you ready?" And Carl's like, "Arr, arr." And I'm like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah." "Are you sure?" "Yeah." And then Shane falls in the water, and then Carl asks Shane's okay, and then he splashes water on him, and they're both having fun, etc., etc. And then they're both splashing water on each other, and they're both having like a good time, like they're both having fun, etc., etc. And then Lori comes and asks Carl, like, what did I tell you about leaving Dale's site? And that Carl tells Lori that, like, he tells his mom that Shane said come with him and to catch frogs him. So, and Lori's like, it doesn't matter what Shane says, it's matter what I say. Come on, back to the campsite. And Shane's like in his mind's like, yeah, like, come on, now we're having a good time. And then Shane also tells Lori that I don't think you should be taking this out on him. And Lori's like, tell me what to do anymore. You lost that privilege. And Shane's like, can you hold up a sec? Can we talk? please? And, please, I really need to talk to you. And, Lawyer's like, no. You can tell that's a fox. And Shane's like, you know what? I don't know how it appears to you. And Lawyer's like, how it appeals to me. Like, you listen to me, you crazy son of a bitch. My husband is back. He is alive. From now on, my family is off limits. You don't look at my son. You don't look at him. You don't talk to him. From now on, my family is off limits. And Shane's like, I don't think I deserve that. And Lawyer's like, are you kidding me? Because you told me my husband was dead. So don't you dare tell me what to do or how to raise my family. And Shane's like, Brooke's my best friend. His name was John. So it's not my fault that I want to spend time with Carl, even though that I knew that you wouldn't be okay with it. And the lawyer says, just stay away from my son. Just stay away from me and my son. Okay? Or else there's going to be a problem. And then Lori and Carl walk away, and then the next shot is Andrea asking Avesta, like, how do you and John meet? Like, and, like, how did you guys meet? And Avesta was like, we met in college, like, after he graduated from high school. We met in college, and me and him had a thing. And we broke up. We broke up 3 years later after we were in a relationship. But I mean, doesn't mean it didn't work out between me and him. Doesn't mean he can't find love within someone else. And just like, that's true. And Andrew says, I miss my vibrator. And Jackie's like, I miss my coffee maker with all those buttons on it. And Amy's like, I miss texting and talking with boys my age. And Carol's like, me too. And Jackie and Andrew are like, oh, you miss your stuff, girl? Meanwhile, Ed comes and asks everyone, like, what are you girls talking about? And Andrew's like, we're just drying clothes, Ed. And Ed tells Andrew, no, it's good for you to mind your own business. And Andrew's like, what? And Ed's like, yeah, you heard me. And then he also tells Carol to come on now. Come on before you regret it later. And Jackie says so that she can come back with fresh bruises on her body, Ed. Yeah, we all seen them. We seen how you treat your wife. And Ed's like, mind your own business. Or else. And Investa's like, excuse me? No one was talking, you F-face. Let's get the fuck out of here. And Carol's like, it's okay. Just leave it be. But Andrea and the others like, no, you don't have to go with him, you don't have to go. And then Ed freaks out. You said what? And hits Carol in the face. She notices this and runs and grabs Ed by the shirt and from his hair and throws him on the floor and punches him in the face like in the TV series. But in this series, it's 10 times worse. Like, he keeps hitting him hard. Mad blood's coming out, and Shane will not stop. He is hitting him, and he tells Ed, if you hit her again, or if you abuse your daughter or anyone else in his camp, I will not stop next time. Do you hear me? And Ed says yes. And he said, next time you put your hands on them, I'll beat you to death. You hear me, asshole? I'll beat you to death, and I will not stop. I'll beat you to death. And then, boom, punch him in the face again, and kicks him in the balls. And Carol runs to her husband and says, I'm so sorry. And all the girls are looking at him like, that was crazy, man. And then Shane walks off. And the next shot is John, Rick, Daryl, T-Dog, and Glenn. They make it onto the top of the roof. T-Dog grabs the bolt cutters and cuts the lock and the chains. T-Dog grabs the chains and throws it on the ground. Daryl kicks down the door. Daryl's screaming, Merle! And John's like, yo, Dixon, you here? And they notice that Merle has cut his hand off, and there's blood everywhere. There's blood on the chains. There's blood everywhere. And I mean, like, not everywhere, like, not a lot, but there is some blood, like, on the floor of the roof. And Daryl is screaming, no! No! Like in the TV series. Like, no! No! And then the next shot is panning out where you see the saw covered in blood, and you also see the handcuffs covered in blood. And then you see his hand on the roof of the floor. Like, just, it's like a really crazy scene. It's just off of Daryl's hand, and in the background you hear Daryl scream, no! And John's like, oh, holy shit. And boom, that is the end of the episode. The next episode is going to be when Daryl and the crew trying to find Daryl, and they also get the bag of guns, and they also come across a group, which I will not spoil. I will say they come across a group. To you kind people that have watched the Walking Dead TV series, you know damn well what I'm talking about. But this group will be introduced in episode 5, coming next week, so stay tuned for that. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.
Alrighty then, so that is his episode 4. I thought it was very good, very well detailed. I like the newer characters being a little bit more active. A little bit more part of this episode and made it a little bit more interesting. Jane and such like that, being a little bit more part of it. I thought that was really cool. Lori being a little bit more not such as a bitch as I'm kind of noticing. I mean, a little bit with the Shane situation, yes, but not so much on the Rick leaving. I like that how she kind of just understood. In the end there, I kind of like that little bit of a change. That was really nice. Having John and the new characters kind of, we kind of talked to the new characters, which I thought was really, really cool. Yeah, for sure, man. I thought it was very good. So 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Very good. Definitely enjoyed it all, for surely. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, of course. Since you guys watch this later, of course, Walker Dead's channel will be in the link in the description below, so definitely do subscribe to him if you guys are new to his channel, and aren't already subscribed to him and keeping up. Otherwise, nonetheless, you subscribe here on Overrated Gamer channel, so you guys will always be updated as I do the weekly live streams on his Walking Dead Reboot series. So either way, you're going to be notified nonetheless. So I do appreciate it. Hope you guys been enjoying his Walking Dead Reboot series. Like I said, if you guys would like to show him some love, you guys could definitely use the link in the description for his channel, as well as episode 4 link down below, so go right to the video so you guys don't have to find it. So both of those links will be in the description below. Of course, I'll have the playlist of me reviewing it, giving my thoughts and all the good stuff in the description as well, so you guys can check out that link in the description. So of course, the description will also be in the description of his Walking Dead Reboot series, so definitely do check that out for surely. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with more content. I'll be live on my Twitch channel, so do stay tuned for that. A lot of content coming up, and lots of goodies. So do stay tuned, like, subscribe, be part of the Overs Army. You know we're on the road to $750 gift card giveaways. You guys know how it is. Hit the bell so you guys will always be notified when I do go live on the channel and upload content. As always, grind never stops. You guys know how that for surely. Social media, Discord links will be in the description. If you guys would like to donate, that would be greatly appreciated. Much help to the channel. And of course, do follow me on Twitch as weekly live streams, at least 3 to 2 a week. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys' thoughts, comments, all that good stuff in the comment section below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Overrated signing out. Peace. Oh, what's up, Kingslayer? Hello. I now I saw that chat. So yes, like, subscribe, notifications, all that good stuff. See you guys in the next one. Over. Sign up.